So in this video, I'll walk you through how to get your webinar ready for broadcast using YouTube Live, which is completely free. All right, so I am within my YouTube dashboard. I just created a YouTube account, and then what I do is to go in to create a studio. So I actually have two YouTube accounts. One is my personal one, and this is the one that I use for my blog. So I go into create a studio. And once I'm in there, you go in to your left and you will see live streaming. You click down on that and then click on events. Okay, so as you see here, I already have two events scheduled, but let me show you how you can do one from scratch. So click on this new live event. So just give it a title. I'm just going to call it demo webinar, and then so I'm in Singapore, so this is what shows up. You could edit it, and United States, and then you could choose whether it's Central, Eastern, Pacific. So I'm just going to do Pacific. Okay, so let's just pick a date. Let's say this is, I'm just going to do it on so Pacific. Let's say I'm going to do this 5 p.m. Pacific, and the date is Feb 28. So you could just do your descriptions and everything else. I'm going to keep this as unlisted. Okay, I'm just going to create the event first, and there's a very important step, okay, that you should not forget. Go into advanced settings and then click this allow embedding, because if you're not going to click on this, then when you create your page and you try to embed your video link on your site, people are not going to be able to see the live streaming. So you need to make sure that this is ticked here. Okay, allow embedding, and then save changes. Okay, so let's go back into events, and then this is going to show up. So demo webinar and starts at this and this date. So if you click into this, so if you look at this, it shows that there's 69 hours left for the live stream, and you can easily share this, and I'll show you where exactly you need to put in this link. So you have the share link, you have the embed link as well. So we are done. Okay, we are done with this. We have set up an event within YouTube. Now, how are you going to set up your pages, your sign up pages, your thank you pages, your broadcast page within your site? So let me just head back into WordPress. So I am going to create a new page. Okay, and I am using Thrive. I'm using Thrive landing pages because, like I mentioned, you may have heard me mention the price point. It is just, I believe, $67 one-time fee, and I get access to about 180 plus templates. So I need to create a few pages, all right? So I need to create a sign-up page. Okay, so I'm going to call this webinar demo sign up. Okay, so I'm just going to use my landing page template. Okay, I'm going to save draft. Okay, so I've created a sign up page. I'll show you exactly where to pull in the Thrive template from, but I'm going to add another one here. Okay, I'm going to say webinar demo thank you page. Okay, this is another one I'm going to create, and I'm going to save draft as well. And the last one is going to be webinar demo broadcast. Okay, so let me show you. I have 3 pages created. So let me just filter and pick the most recent ones. So yes, so these are the 3 that we picked. Let's go to the webinar demo sign up first. Okay, so let's go into this, and then you click on edit with Thrive content builder. So there's nothing here. Okay, so this is completely blank, and you could start from absolute scratch. You could just drag in elements here. You have your column layout, your content boxes. But what I like to do, because it's just so easy, is to choose landing page. Click on that, and it's going to pull up all these pre-made templates. So what I do is, filter, click on webinar, and you are going to have all these different page templates to choose from. So what I'm going to do is, you could just pick one. Let me see. You could just pick this, for instance. You could do this. Okay, you could load landing page. So as you can see, the template is pulled up, and what you can do is to just click on this to change up any of the text. You could click here to add your own image. If you click on change image, it's going to pull up your media library and you can pick your image from there. So you could also connect this to your email service provider, and I am just going to show you that. So if you click within this link, all right, then click on, you could either direct them to another page, which you could do here. Okay, if you click on link settings, you could just direct them to another page, but you don't really want to do that because they're already here. So click on this, click on event manager. So this is a light box, which means that it's kind of like a double opt-in, where when they click on this, another box is going to show up. So click on edit light box, and this is what shows up. So you could edit this as well. Okay, but what you actually want to do is click on this box. Okay, click on this box and then click on connect with service. Okay, create a new connection. Okay, click on API, or if you want, you could just pull up from the HTML form code, but I'm going to go with API because Thrive has integrated with almost all the email service providers, so you are most definitely going to find an API connection for yours. So I have already pre-done the connection. So this is ConvertKit, I'm using that, and you can just choose your mailing list. Okay, so what you want to do is to create a form within your email service provider. So I have a form, so I have this, all right, so I have this that states email list simplified webinar 3 p.m. EST, or email list simplified webinar 5 p.m. Pacific. All right, so let's just pick one. Okay, so choose one of this. So if, let's say, I'm going to choose 5 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to click save. Okay, so you have your labels here. I definitely don't want this. Okay, I want a name, I want an email, so I'm going to click this. So action after sign up. Okay, after the form is submitted, I want to redirect them to a thank you page. Okay, and if you remember, we already have a thank you page in draft, so we are just going to come in and plug that in later. So I'm just going to save this for now. Okay, I'm going to save this for now. I'm going to save changes here, and I'm going to come back in here. So you could change all of this. Okay, you could change all of this, you could edit all of this over here. So this is, so once you click save changes and you go back in here, you just have to publish the page and you're good to go. So that is your webinar sign up page. Okay, and now let me show you. So let me just filter this again for pages created in February. So this is my webinar sign up thank you page. I'm just going to show you my broadcast page. Okay, so because this is important. So this is my broadcast page. I am going to edit with Thrive Content Builder again. All right, so likewise, nothing here. It's a blank template. I'm going to choose landing page. I'm going to filter into webinar, and I am going to click this vibrant live streaming page, and I'm going to click load landing page. So this is the link that you are going to send people to for your live stream. Okay, so you could just edit this, or you could remove this altogether. You could edit the title, you could have your webinar title here, but I'm going to focus on this bit. All right, so what you want to do is click on this. The most important thing you want to do is click on autoplay. All right, so that means that even if someone is late to your webinar, when they come in to this link, your video is going to feed in immediately. Okay, so you want to click on this. Okay, just save changes, and let me go back into YouTube, and I'm going to grab this link here. Okay, so this is the link that I want. I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to put that in here, and there you go. So if you see, it's going to plug in my picture. So if I click on this, it shows that, you know, the event is 69 hours. Okay, it counts down to the date and time that you have specified within your YouTube event. So now what we want to do is we want to add a chat box. Okay, and I have heard of many different options. You have Chatango, Chat Roll, but the one that I like is something called hyper comments. Okay, so let me just grab that in. So this is hyper comments. Click on that, and this is completely free to use. You just need to click on the light plan. Okay, this is for one site and one moderator. So I'm gonna go back into admin. You need to create an account because I've already done that. So I have an account, I have my profile here, and then you click on settings, and this widget is going to show up, and what you need to do is to just copy the code. Okay, it's, believe me, this is really simple. Okay, I know some of you are afraid of code, but just follow through on the steps. So just copy this, and you need to go back into your broadcast page. Okay, and then look for custom HTML. All right, so this is custom HTML, and just drag this in here, click on insert custom HTML, and then paste the code in there and click save. So you're going to see this comments powered by hyper comments. So this is in this is still on the edit page, so the actual chat box is not going to come in here. So I'm just going to save changes, and I'm going to show you how it looks in preview. So once you click on preview, there you go. So you have your box in here. So I'm just gonna type something in here. Let's see what shows up. So I'm gonna click yeah, so they have to sign in for hypercomments. This, I know some of you think this is good or bad, you know, it saves you from spam comments. So I've signed in via Google Plus, and then it shows up, my name shows up here and my comment shows up right here. So what you can do during your webinar is to come into hypercomments. You could have an incognito window, or you could have an extra laptop or something like that on your side for you to look at the comments. Okay, so there you go. So when I click on this little button here that says comments, you have my first comment, which I just put in here. All right, I said great webinar, and then it shows up here. Okay, so let's say I type in something else. I'm just toggling within pages here. Let's just say webinar sucks, and I'm gonna add this comment, and you are going to be able to delete this within your admin thing. All right, okay, so once you delete that, yeah, there it shows up here, message deleted. So this is really simple, and so this is the reason I like hypercomments so much. So yes, that's about it. So we've created our webinar sign up thank you page. We've created a sign up page as well as a broadcast page. Let me just show you quickly. This is still in drafts, but if you are going to publish this page, this is the link that you want to send people to watch your webinar. Okay, so when you send out your emails, your reminder emails, this is the link that you want to send people to. So now that we're done with the pages, let me just show you how exactly it's going to work within YouTube Live. So we have your events. You have to go back into YouTube, go back into live streaming, click on live streaming, click on events, and then this is the one that we created, demo video. Click on Start Hangout on Air. So this is how it looks inside. Now, just because you click on Start Hangout on Air does not mean that you are live, okay? This is the button that you need to click, okay, for you to start the broadcast. So I'm just going to walk you through some of these functions, okay? Um, if you want to mute your microphone, you can click here. If you want to turn the camera on, because now the camera is off, so you can turn the camera on. There I am. All right, so I'm just going to click this back off. So let me show you the most important bit with which is screen share. Okay, and let me just pick out a set of slides, and I'm just going to leave this here. Okay, so screen share, this is the second one. Click on that and it's going to pull up your desktop and the slides at the back. I'm going to click the slide deck at the back and I'm going to start screen share, and it says over here, this green bar at the top, you are screen sharing. Okay, so once you get through your presentation, you could just say stop screen sharing. Okay, click on stop, and then you could just turn the camera back on, and when you do that, you are going to show up right here. Okay, so all of that only works if you start the broadcast. Okay, so everything only begins when you click on the start broadcast. So once you're done with your webinar, okay, it is automatically going to be recorded. Okay, within your Creator Studio, it's going to show up as one of these. All right, so I already have 3 in here, so it's going to show up in here. So it's going to be really easy for you to click in, and you're going to be able to grab the link so that you can send out for your replay. So that's about it. This is how you can run your first webinar using completely free YouTube Live. And if you have something like Thrive landing pages, it's going to make your whole webinar process look even more polished and professional.